The government is reviewing regulations and social safeguards for non-casino gambling, including online gambling.
Online gambling, including gambling on social media platforms and mobile devices, is growing in many countries. Many of the emerging online gaming products are also potentially more addictive. Our objective remains the same. It is to preserve our values of thrift and hard work and to protect our society, especially the vulnerable, from the potential harms of gambling.
Well, Minister S. Iswaran was responding to concerns raised in Parliament on amendments to the Casino Control Bill.
Singapore's two integrated resorts directly hire more than 22,000 employees, 70% of whom are locals, since they opened 2 years ago. The IRs have also brought about other economic benefits.
We want the IRs to continue to reinvest and upgrade their attractions and facilities and stay ahead of regional competitors and remain compelling world-class tourist destination. This way, they will create jobs for Singaporeans, attract more tourists, and increase business opportunities for local SMEs.
Mr. Iswaran assured the government pursues a broad-based growth strategy and there is no risk of the economy becoming dependent on gaming. Well, the government also wants to minimize the adverse social impact of casinos, and so social safeguards will now include a visit limit to the two casinos. Now, before a visit limit is issued, the National Council on Problem Gambling's Committee of Assessors will consider factors such as an individual's credit history and financial situation. Some MPs were concerned that a visit limit could lead to an increase in gambling intensity and if a limit on gambling expenditure could be introduced. Acting Minister for Social and Family Development says personal responsibility is also key.
We also do not want to end up in a situation where people psychologically pass their personal responsibility to the state. That is, if the state limits my gambling to N visits or X amount, then I am safe to gamble within the limit without due consideration of my own personal circumstances or to control my own gambling behavior or to monitor the consequences upon me and my family.
There were also calls for the annual entry levy of $2,000 to casinos to be scrapped, but figures showed that only about 1% of the total number of entry levies purchased by locals were annual entry levies.